Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. I'm on with a little project to do. I'd like to make a journal card for a frog themed journal that I want to do. I did one of these last night for my son's fox themed signature and I liked it, so I want to make another one. So I have a picture. It's not a frog, it's a toad, but I will. Same diff, sort of. I have done some ink smushing on a tea-dyed index card here, just on that side to add some interest and some grace colour. And I've got a crucifix toad here, and I chose him because I also have a stamp that's a crucifix toad. It's not the best quality stamp, but it'll do. So I'm going to use that. So what I'd like to do is cut a window out to put my stamp in, which I think will look cool. So the first thing I want to do is create my window for it. And the way I am going to do that is, I think I will just do the window on my picture. So I might put it down, I think, in this bottom corner here, which when we turn it over will be over this side. So I'm going to put my stamp down, thinking how far that won't matter. So what I'm going to do is just slightly trace over the top of my stamp. And then grab my knife and ruler. And I'm just going to cut out now I'm going to leave a bit of a window section, so about 1/2 centimetre or something like that around the outside of where I've traced. That was a bit crooked down there. And that will be our window area. I'll have to neaten that up just a tad there. And then with my stamp, I have just inked around the edge of the perforations. And I will also ink around the inside edges if I can. Oh, it's a bit crooked on there too, so I might just cut it a bit more. Just ink around the inside and the corner bits here. Like so. Now, how much is that going to irritate me? It's pretty crooked. The stamp's not in the best condition, but I will. Just try and neaten this up a little tiny bit. mozzie buzzing around in here. It's very distracting. Try not to rip the paper here. Just ink it up and hopefully we won't notice that little bit. And I will ink around the picture itself, but I might need to redo that afterwards as well. Then I'll grab my card, make sure we've got it the right way. Now, I have some transparency film offcuts here. So I got given some of this, thanks back. I also managed to pick up some from the local recycle centre. They've had a pile of it as of late. So I'm just going to use a bit of this. Might have to cut another piece. Stick on the window there. So I'm just going to use my shirt to dust it off, because it gets all sorts stuck to it. Don't know if that's much better, but and put some glue around the outside here for it to adhere to. Using this to push it down a bit. Now we've got a little window. Put some nice cloth here, that'll do. Matter how much you clean it, there'll always be something on it to irritate you. Anyway, that'll do. And then we've got to position our stamp where we want it. Now, the picture I think is oversized for the index card, but we can cut down the edges a bit afterwards. So the next thing we want to do is get that bit of fluff off, figure out our placement. Can't remember how I did it last time. So fiddle around with it till we get it where we want it pretty well. That's nearly there. That's pretty good. And then I might just drawing in the top and bottom corner here where I need to cover. Hopefully that will be pretty spot on. Hoping this stamp will straighten out a bit once I've glued it down. It's definitely seen better days. need to cover that triangle there, and I'd have to get it sort of straight with the bottom too. The thing is, if we can always move the window a bit and just cut off the edges we need to get it fitting over the stamp the way we want it. So now we'll stick our picture down. Put my mat away. Grab one of my glue mats. Now, of course, the index card is buckled a bit from being wet with the dye smushing that we put on it. But when we put it in the journal in a pocket or something, that will flatten out. Or we could put it under a book or something. Ultimately, I prefer it if I don't have to cut into the actual picture of the frog or whatever, but unfortunately I had to with this one, but that's all right. I still really like it. And then we just got to trim our card and our picture down. Now next, I want to corner around. Hopefully it's dry enough to do this. Just use my little 4mm one. Then I'll go around it again with some ink. So of course you could sew around these or just do a bit of sewing in a few spots would look really cool. Add some tabs, although that would be really nice with these. I'm not going to do that yet because I don't like necessarily adding tabs at this stage because I never know what sort of pocket I'm going to put them in, whether I need tabs or not. So I'm going to leave it as is. So that's that one, and I will, while I'm at it, show you the one that I made for my son's journal as well, if I can remember where I put it. It is in here. Here it is. There's that one, which I love. So I thought I'd just come on and do a quick little project for you with that. I'm going to make heaps more of these. I think it's a cool way to use up some of the book pictures and stamps. I have so many of certain stamps. Like I've got these frog stamps and I have like hundreds of them, specific ones. And it's like, well, what am I going to do with that many? Now I might just grab a whole lot of frog pictures and make a whole lot of these just with that stamp just to get rid of it. So it's a great way to jazz up a bit of a sort of plain picture and make a cool little journaling card. So I hope you enjoyed that and it gave you some idea. Take care of yourselves and I shall see you again soon. Bye.